Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this first contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Glasgow in Scotland, accompanied to the ring by the Charles Boddington, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Drew Galloway.
Welcome everybody to Whiplash TV, coming to you from Mulligan Holiday Centre in County Cork, and there we see the Drew Galloway and his conniving manager Charles Boddington. These two men, two of the most arrogant and conceited individuals that you'll ever see compete in a wrestling ring. Originally from Scotland, they've been competing in BCW for the past number of years. Galloway himself has been wrestling since the age of 15 at the FWA Training Academy, where he was trained by Mark Sloan. And in recent weeks here at Irish Whip Wrestling, he's had his problems with the insane one, Madman Manson. And so tonight, it's going to be Drew Galloway going up against the tag team partner of Madman Manson, Steve Mulligan. This should be a fantastic match, a battle of two big men. You talk about arrogance and conceitedness. Two men who think they're absolutely above everybody else. You gotta be talking about Charles Boddington and Drew Galloway. Nice reaction here for Charles. And Drew Galloway, actually. Some people actually think that Charles Boddington
And
looks
his
like
opponent, from Blanchardstown in Dublin, weighing in at 185 pounds, Steve Mulligan!
Here comes Steve Mulligan. I was about to say some people think that Charles Boddington looks a little bit like Michael Stipe from R.E.M., but I don't know. I think that's quite a compliment. Very talented manager is Charles Boddington, and right now here comes Steve Mulligan, the new tag team partner of Madman Manson. What a match this is going to be. Steve Mulligan giving up a lot of experience against Drew Galloway. Nonetheless, he's a feisty newcomer here to Irish Whip Wrestling. A very talented young competitor with an awful lot of potential is Steve Mulligan. And he's got his fans here in Trebolgan. And the bell sounds and we're ready for action. As Charles Boddington exits the ring. You got to keep your eye on Mr. Boddington. He's gonna, I've got to believe, get his nose stuck into this match before too long. Steve Mulligan better be wary of not only the Drew Galloway but also Charles Boddington. And right away, these two men are trying to play mind games. What's going on here? Oh, give me a break. Charles Boddington being assisted from the ring and then consoled on the outside by his protege, the Drew Galloway. And this crowd coming alive for Steve Mulligan here in Trebolgan. I think these fans have got it right.
Come on, baby, come on.
It's Ireland versus Scotland in this one-on-one match. Collar elbow tie off into the arm drag takeover by Drew Galloway. Very nicely done. This young man, Drew Galloway, despite his arrogance, is a very talented in-ring competitor. As I said, trained at the FWA Academy. Nice hip toss. Began wrestling when he was just 15 years of age. And with tactics like that, he's not going to win any fans or friends here in Cork. Another collar and elbow tie-up into the scoop slam this time by Galloway. Steve Mulligan feeling the effects of that. I think Mulligan's going to come out on the short end of the stick. If this is a straight wrestling match, he's going to have to try to outwit the bigger Drew Galloway and quicken the pace in this match. And Charles Boddington on the outside trying to get the crowd behind him. That's not going to happen anytime too quickly. Nice takedown there by Steve Mulligan. Another hip toss. Nicely done. Mulligan on fire. Scoop body slam showing tremendous power. Picking up the big 6'2" Drew Galloway. And now it's Galloway who's being consoled on the outside by Mr. Boddington. And a consultation going on there on the outside of sorts. Oh, give me a break. These guys are too much.
No, you can't. 7.
I think Galloway's a little bit too concerned about his good looks. He needs to be concerned about Steve Mulligan in the ring. Mulligan's a dangerous competitor in there. You don't want to give him too much time to come up with any kind of effective strategy against you. Mulligan getting this crowd behind him here in Cork in the Trabolgan Holiday Centre. And now big Drew Galloway wants to test their strength here against Steve Mulligan. Oh, come on. Mulligan being toyed with here. Both men now lock up in the Greco-Roman knuckle lock position. And I'd have to say that no doubt the Drew Galloway is going to have the advantage. But look at Steve Mulligan fighting back up to his feet. Flips around and now takes Galloway down to the canvas. Nicely done by young Steve Mulligan. Mulligan goes all the way up and over. Great power showed there by Galloway. Arm drag takedown, nicely done into the armbar by Steve Mulligan. As I said at the top of this match, Mulligan is in there to avenge his good friend Madman Manson. Is now tag team partner Madman Manson. Nice counter there by Mulligan a moment ago, holding on to the armbar as Galloway was attempting to counter out with a body slam. Galloway now back to his feet. Mulligan still in control with this wrist lock, working on the left arm and shoulder of his more powerful opponent. A nice monkey flip countered by Galloway. Nonetheless, Mulligan again holds on, showing great pugnaciousness, maintaining control with that wrist lock. The referee right there to check for the submission. And knee to the midsection, doubles over. Steve Mulligan, there's the Irish grip to the near side, but Galloway misses the charge in the corner and is taken right back over with the arm drag takedown. Steve Mulligan maintaining control. I have to say I'm very impressed with the technical expertise shown here by Steve Mulligan in the early going of this matchup. Out wrestling his much larger opponent. And Galloway a moment ago looking for help from his manager, Charles Boddington, but to no avail. And I think that may have momentarily distracted Mulligan, because now it's the Drew Galloway who's in control with the wrist lock. Knee to the midsection, doubles over Mulligan. Irish whip to the near side. Mulligan holds on wisely and tosses Galloway over the top, but Galloway lands on the apron and takes a right hand. Oh, a rake in the face there by Galloway. Look at that, a neck breaker right off the ropes. What a very resourceful and innovative way to execute a neck breaker. And Mulligan is in trouble. Galloway and Boddington on the outside, very happy. Very happy with their tactics so far in this matchup. Steve Mulligan is in trouble. A stomp right to the back of the head. And Drew Galloway, like a good ring technician, going right out to the head and neck now of Steve Mulligan. A knee drop right into the neck. As Gorilla Monsoon would say, the external occipital protuberance. And Mulligan is feeling it, and there's the head scissors. Adding even more pain to the injured neck of Steve Mulligan. When you've got legs the size of Drew Galloway, a basic hold like a head scissors is going to take so much more out of you. The referee checking for the submission. But Mulligan fights out nicely. Beautiful counter into the side headlock. Galloway now back to his feet, trying to fight out of this headlock. Off the ropes from the center. Roll up there by Mulligan. 2 count only. And a drop kick though, nicely done by the Drew Galloway out of nowhere. Give him credit, tremendous athletic ability. Mulligan looked like he was in control. As this crowd gets into the action, Mulligan thought he was in control, but it was not to be. Galloway came back with that beautiful drop kick. There's the Irish whip and a takedown. A Cobra clutch takedown by the Drew Galloway. And Galloway continuing to taunt the crowd here in Cork. And look at that. Cover, the leg is hooked. The shoulders are too exposed there, and a 2 count is all that Galloway can get. And Charles Boddington on the outside, not too happy with the referee's count. Head vice now applied by the Drew Galloway as he lifts the knees right into the face of Steve Mulligan, right between the eyes. Off the ropes, beautiful reverse neck breaker. And a float over into the lateral press, the leg is hooked. 2.5 count only. And both Boddington and Galloway complaining about that slow count. Mulligan now draped over the center of the rope, and look at Boddington on the outside, choking Mulligan with the pressure of that second rope. Come on, ref, off. Boddington with a cheap shot right between the eyes of Steve Mulligan. And now Galloway with the cover, the leg is hooked. 2.5 count only once again. Mulligan, give him credit, fighting the odds here. Got the right shoulder up at about 2 3/4. Mulligan fighting an uphill battle, and we knew it was going to be this way as he goes over the top rope to the floor. Crashing down on the outside here in Trabolgan. And now Mulligan's got to contend with not only Boddington, but Galloway as well. And look at Boddington now holding Mulligan. Come on, ref! A vicious chop and retaliation by Mulligan. Galloway felt that one, and now Boddington has Mulligan again. Oh man, another shot. And it's breaking down here on the outside, both men going tooth and nail. Oh, come on, ref, do something about this. And Boddington just nailed his own man. And a double noggin knocker on the outside of the ring. Steve Mulligan is on fire. Galloway now thrown back into the ring. And Mulligan's got this crowd behind him. Suplex. Young Steve Mulligan could be on his way to pulling off a major upset here. Clothesline, and down he goes. Mulligan's on a roll. Drew Galloway is in trouble. There's the Irish whip once again. Up goes Galloway and down in the spine buster slam. The cover 2. No, 2 3/4 that time. What a rally by Steve Mulligan. I'm not sure if Drew Galloway or Charles Boddington expected this out of the young man. Off the ropes he comes. The clothesline is dropped and a beautiful cartwheel kick right between the eyes. What athleticism displayed by Drew Galloway. And Mulligan is down and out on the canvas. The referee laying the 10 count on both men as Charles Boddington over in the corner tries to revive. Drew Galloway back to his feet. Mulligan is still down. Mulligan better mount an offensive if he wants to be victorious here. A series of counters, boots to the midsection. And here comes the ego trip. The ego trip nicely executed by Drew Galloway, ramming the back of the head of Steve Mulligan into the canvas. A scoop up and a slam. And this could be it. Drew Galloway going up to that second turnbuckle on the inside. There's the leg drop, one of his patented maneuvers. And he connected, but he also felt the effects of it himself. There's a cover 2. And Mulligan somehow gets his foot underneath that bottom rope. The leg is hooked this time 2. And again Mulligan kicks out, showing tremendous intestinal fortitude.
Come on.
And once again, Mulligan not too happy. Excuse me, Boddington and Galloway not too happy with the count, but this time it's Mulligan on target with that spear right to the gut, and this could be it. The referee laying the count as this crowd comes alive. What a match we've seen here this week on Whiplash TV. Both Galloway and Mulligan giving it their all. Referee up to a count of 5. Both men trying to get back to their feet. What a battle this has been. Mulligan with a forearm shot. And another one. Galloway is staggered. Irish whip. Another forearm shot right between the eyes. Takes down the Drew Galloway. What an impressive performance this has been by young Steve Mulligan. The whip hit is reversed this time. Beautiful Arn Anderson-like spine buster. Excellently executed. Look at Boddington up on the ring apron. Charles Boddington up on the ring apron behind the referee's back, trying to loosen that top turnbuckle bag. Come on, ref, do something about this. Come on, ref, get him off the apron. Galloway on the inside. Trying to set up Mulligan. Look out! Come on, ref. Boddington right there in the ring. And there's Madman Manson. Manson coming into the ring. Trying to save his tag team partner, scaring the life out of Charles Boddington. We've got a bell here. What's the official decision? Manson coming to the aid of Steve Mulligan. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified both Drew Galloway and Steve Mulligan for outside interference. This match is a double disqualification.
Oh, give me a break. You can't be serious. Steve Mulligan is disqualified? I can't believe this. A questionable call there by the referee. Manson coming to the aid of his tag team partner Steve Mulligan. Nonetheless, what a physical match it was. Steve Mulligan giving it his all against the Drew Galloway.
I won't forget.
And he also had to contend with that devious manager Charles Boddington. Nonetheless, a very impressive outing for Steve Mulligan here on Whiplash TV. And we're going to see a lot more of Madman Manson and Mulligan in the weeks to come, right here on Whiplash TV on the Wrestling Channel.